In this lesson, you will learn about text animators, which are powerful features in After Effects designed to help you create very dynamic and complex text animations in very little time. To add text animators, just twirl open a text layer. There you'll see the word Animate. Click the arrow, and in this flyout menu, these are the animators, or the properties that you want to animate. You can also add text animators with the text layer selected. If you go to the Properties panel, at the very bottom, you will see a little plus icon with the button Add Animator. So when you click that, it's the same menu with all of the text animators. Just note that when you do add a text animator from the Properties panel, it adds it to the layer, but you cannot do any customizations in the Properties panel. You will need to do everything in the Layers panel. And the last way that you can add text animators with the text layer selected, if you go to the top menu, Animation, you will see Animate Text, and here you will see that same menu. I'll twirl open the text layer, go to where it says Animate, click the arrow, and now I need to choose an animator, or a property that I want to animate. I'll start with Position. When I add that property, it gets added under a group called Animator 1. And inside that group is another group called Range Selector 1. The easiest way to describe the basic workflow of text animators. First you add a text layer, then you add an animator or a property that you want to animate. Then you select the range, or you tell After Effects what it is that you want affected when you change the property. And then you change the property value. And then you add keyframes to the range selectors to actually create the animation. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, hold the spacebar so I can move around. And notice that line with the little arrow. When I click and drag in, I'm moving that line. The start range selector is changing. So I am changing the range of the start range selector. So now it's at 27%. I'll tap the spacebar to go into the hand tool. I'm going to go to the end. Now when I click this and move it in, you guessed it, I'm changing the end range selector. So now I'm at 73%. I'll zoom out a little bit. So I just set the range between these two lines here. And now when I change the position, so I'll just change the Y values so the characters go up and down. The only things that will be affected by this text animation is going to be that range. And that, in a nutshell, is how text animators work. You'll often use the start and end range selectors to set the initial range of the animation, and you can use the offset range selector to shift or offset that range set by the start and end without needing to change the start and end percentages. And one difference between offset and start and end is that offset, you can go into the negative values all the way down to negative 100, whereas start and end is just from 0 to 100%. And when you drag offset into the negatives, it's shifting the range towards the start. And when you go towards the positives, it's shifting the range towards the end. So I can go from minus 100 up to 100, whereas start and end, you can only go from 0 to 100. Inside of the range selector group, there's another group called Advanced, and this is where you can really add further customization to your animation. If you want to add additional properties or animators inside of your group, you'll want to use this menu here where it says Add. I'll click under Property. This is the exact same menu that we saw under the Animate button above. The main thing is, though, that when you use it next to the animator, it's going to make sure it's added inside of this group. If you did not have the animator group selected and you went to the Animate menu instead of Add, when you add a new animator, it creates a new animator group. So I'll delete that, click the Add button. Now when I add a new animator, it gets added under that same group. You can also add additional range selectors under the Add menu. So I can click this Selector. I can add range selectors. There's also two other type of selectors, Wiggly and Expression. And now let's create this example animation. And if you look in the animator, I use position, rotation, character offset, and blur. So I'll twirl open the text layer, click the arrow next to animate. I'll choose my first animator, position. Now I'm going to go to the Add menu because I want to add additional properties or animators. I'll click the arrow, property. I'm going to select rotation, go back to Add. I'm going to choose character offset. This is going to scramble the letters. That's kind of fun. I'll go back to Add, and I'm going to choose blur. I know I want the text to come in from the left side and go in right. So I'm going to start on the X value, and I'm just dragging the text until it's not visible. Now I can't see the text, so I now might go to the range selector. I'm going to click the stopwatch to the end property at 100%. I'm going to move forward in time, let's say to the 1 second mark. I'm going to change it from 100 to 0. That added a keyframe, and just like that, we have a pretty cool animation. Very little effort. So now what you do is change the other properties. So I'm going to change the rotation. Let's try that to minus 90 degrees, see what happens there. So now when I come in, you see the text is animated on and rotating. That's kind of cool. Now I'm going to add a little blur. This is going to simulate the motion blur effect, but I can really control how much blur I get. I'll enter in a value, let's try 20 to start. Then I'm going to add a little scramble using character offset. This is all mostly trial and error, so play around. I'm just going to enter the value of 20. Then I can just drag the CTI back and just scrub through the timeline and just see the results and make adjustments as needed. As you start experimenting with text animators, I really encourage you to look at all of the other properties and settings and try different things as you're going to get different results. For example, if you go into advanced, some of this is really going to change the smoothness, the easing. You can change whether you want it by characters. Maybe you just want to animate everything by words, or if you have multiple lines. You're going to see here, you really can make some cool customizations depending on what you're looking for. Right here is pretty fun, randomize order. If I just turn that on, and I also have an additional setting once I went from off to on, so I can change the random seed. As it animates in, it's completely random, but when it gets to the end range, the text is going to read how I want it. And once you create an animation that you like, if you want to use it on additional text layers, it's a matter of copy and pasting. So I'll just select the animator group and copy it to my clipboard. Command or Control C, or go to the Edit menu and choose Copy. Drag the CTI to where you want the second animation to start. So I'll just offset it right in the center there. I'll select the text layer below. That's a little subtext. I'll just paste it using Edit Paste, or use Command or Control V. Now the main text comes on. When it gets to where I had the CTI, the second layer is going to animate automatically. And to save your text animations as a preset so you can reuse them over and over again in any of your After Effects projects, just select the animator group or multiple groups if you've added them. Go to the animation menu at the top and choose Save Animation Preset. Give your preset a name, then click Save. I'm going to delete this animation. I'll delete it off both layers. Now pretend you're in a new After Effects project, you added some text, but you don't want to spend the time creating a whole new text animation. First, make sure the CTI is at the beginning of the timeline. Then select your text layer. You're going to go into the Effects and Presets panel. There's an Animation Presets folder. Then you're going to twirl open the User Presets. You're going to select your preset and just drag it right onto the text layer. And just like that, you've added your text animation preset. I'll select that second text layer. With the text layer selected, you can simply double click. That will do the same thing. And now you've added that text animation onto both layers. Well, the secret is out. If you want people to think that you're a professional animator, start with Text Animators. They are awesome. In the next lesson, you're going to learn about the Swiss Army knife of After Effects, and those are solid layers.